Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Mattik from CharisMATTIK TV, where I'm all about togetherness and leading by example. So today, on this edition of Habits of Mattik, I'm going to talk about the many precautions and measures I take and always pretty much remaining calm in any situation. So one of the first things I do is pretty much put myself or make sure I'm in a good mood before I even get to where I'm going, especially work. And the way I do that is getting up at a good time every morning and doing everything I need to do and get out the door at a good time. I used to try to eat breakfast, but I've gotten to the point where breakfast is not that big a deal. So I just make sure to get in the truck, get going, and get some good music in my ear. Depending on what time I go, my wife will call and I just talk to her the entire time. I make sure to put myself in a nice, soft mood before I even get to work. Music usually does it for me. I recommend like some old school R&B, some good soul music. They usually push you in a nice mood. You know, you don't want to go in all hype, all crunk. Soon as you get to work, somebody, especially if you work with the public, soon as you get to work, somebody with the BS, as soon as you get there and you respond, now you're gonna have a bad day. Or you're starting the day off wrong, one of the two. Best thing to do is just put yourself in a good mood before you get there. Sometimes I even get some calisthenics in before I even go. I tend to do those in sets of 25s throughout the day. So I get at least one or two sets of 25 push-ups in, one or two sets of 25 sit-ups. Depending on how much time I got left, I even do some pull-ups. You know, some nice natural workouts that get your blood flowing for the day. Sometimes I even meditate. I try to get into reading, but a lot of times I get distracted anytime I think about reading. I write a lot. I still write a lot. Um, Many of you that know me know I write music. I just released a couple new tracks last month. They're on my website right now, mattikthedone.com. Y'all go check them out. They'll be available on all platforms soon. Also, for those of you who don't know, I got the new show coming, Direction in 7. Y'all be sure to check it out when it releases soon. It'll be on this channel only. But yeah, just make sure you're in a nice soft mood to start the day out. And like I said, I do that by listening to nice soft music or either talking to my wife in the morning, getting a nice slight workout in before I leave. Those are my two favorite ways to get myself in a nice mood to start the day off before you even get there. And of course, prayer. Prayer really works. It puts you in a great mental state. So that way, as soon as you walk through the door, somebody's on some other stuff, it's easy to flip off. You recognize right away, well, they just having a bad day. I'm not even for it. They're not gonna mess up my day. I'm gonna just keep going. You know, I'm not gonna let them kill my shine. I'm gonna go hard today like I do every other day. I would say even meditate sometimes. Meditation is great as well. Yep, meditation. Try to avoid things like course alcohol before you go. Some people have to get high to go to work. Try to avoid that, guys. Try to avoid getting high because you know some jobs don't want you high. If you want to apply for the next job, they don't want you high on the job. They don't want you high before they hire you. I don't want you having to hit nobody up to piss in a cup for you. Just try to find other ways to keep yourself calm so you won't have to deal with all that. Get you some nice soft music or a nice soft voice in your ear before you go. That's the best way I found to keep myself in a good mood to start my day off right, and it usually continues throughout. Or prayer, or both. Just do both to knock it out the park. I love to write. I write whenever I have the chance. Writing really soothes my soul. That's why at this point I've written over 500 songs. I've written a book now that will one day be published. Now I'm writing episodes that I'll be putting out soon. And there's a lot more to come. Y'all gonna be seeing so much of me to the point where y'all gonna be like, dang, do this dude ever sleep? I'm gonna be like, no, not much. But that's what it takes. So I appreciate y'all support thus far. And like I always say, please tell more people about me for good content and just good vibes. Thank y'all once again. And I'll see y'all next time.